So you've got the Dr. Electric. So how did that come about?
They said, write a load of things on a bit of paper on what you want your company to represent, and then try and work out what the company name is. I was like, reliability, trustworthy, good reputation, things like that. No, I just can't the word which encompasses all them is a doctor. Like,
well, unless it's Harold Shipman.
Yeah, unless it's Adam. Grow up, Adam.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here at SGTV. So today we have Dean and Adam from Dr. Electric joining us. Dean and Adam, say hello, how are you?
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. Got our mugs.
I can't go that high pitched. I could try, but you probably hear like dogs and cats start screaming and...
Give it a go. Give it a go.
Hi guys.
Hi guys!
We have to edit that in our video. We're gonna...
That'll probably stay in the video now, to be fair.
Keep it in.
So, yeah. The guy who edits the videos, he stood behind me. He's just said 100% that's staying in. So.
It started off, didn't it, in the videos? It's just like a joke, because one day we were in the van and we were just having a chit chat. And I said, why is it, Dean, whenever we're recording, your voice goes high pitch, it goes, hi guys. And but it wasn't like to the extent we mess about now. No. And that's how it started, wasn't it?
It's just one of the things just
messing about,
isn't it? It's just, yeah.
Do you do that when you knock on your client's door, like, hi?
We have, haven't we?
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, we did a job for a prescriber, didn't we?
Yeah,
the week.
Not long ago.
Yeah, we
Ken
did it to him.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Did he just shut the door and straight there and then?
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, whoa, actually, no, change your mind.
Yeah.
Cool. He's a good laddie, wasn't it? When the job's on our video page, if you want to see it, whatever.
Yes, yeah, downlight one.
Yeah, Jakari downlight video.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, I mean, I've seen a couple of your videos on YouTube, and they're good videos. It's light-hearted, it's informative. They're good to watch, so I do enjoy seeing them. And you're picking up a bit of momentum on YouTube as well now, aren't you? So, I mean, just tell us a bit how it sort of came about, how you two came to meet and set up YouTube. How did you start off?
Well, should we start from the beginning, and I'll let Adam talk about how we first met.
Right. So how we first met was probably, it'd be coming up for 2 years in October time. So because I moved house. Me and my missus bought a house, and it was we needed to get some lights done. And at the time, I didn't know anything about the electrical industry or anything, how to do anything. I couldn't do anything, mate. I was just used to pay people to do it. And I said to the missus, I really want these lights put up. I was like, just go and find an electrician on the internet. And so she did. So she went on, was it My Builder? I think you were on My Builder.
I think it was on My Builder.
And she got a quote. And this guy says, I was like, yeah, fine, whatever. Just sort it out. And I'm too busy to deal with this. And anyway, you came round and I was here. I was working from home in that job. And just like started hitting it off, really, didn't we? Had a bit of a chit chat, didn't really think much else of it.
No.
Then a couple of months went by, it was the lockdown, first proper one, and I wanted some like downlights in the kitchen, and we did some LED strip, and I was like, I'm going to give him a call back. So I gave him a call back and just kind of chatting, and at that time I was thinking about, I wanted to change my kind of career path that I was on, and I was thinking of a trade would be great because no one can ever take that away from you. You learn something and you've got that knowledge forever. It's not like a job. You could go to a job, learn a specific job, and then you're screwed, aren't you, if you lost your job or got made redundant. So I thought, well, what could I do? And like I was thinking about it before I even talked to Dean. I was thinking, what's like a gas engineer? It's my granddad was a gas engineer, mechanical engineer. I thought, well, that was always good. And he always had work. And then I spoke to Dean and he's like, get a beer, become an electrician. And I was like, all right, mate. And literally that night I signed up for the college and I got in and that was it. And then I said to Dean, obviously, it's one thing doing a college course, but I'd want to come out, and work and get experience. And that's how it kind of started. And then Dean's like, come out with me.
Yeah, why not?
And that was it. It was good, really. Yeah. So I was a customer. Yeah.
So less than a year you've been doing it with. I say doing it with Dean. That sounds completely wrong. Less than a year you've been working with Dean.
Yeah. I've been doing it with Dean since like
September.
probably, yeah, September when college started, just before college, wasn't
I
it?
think September.
Yeah, about
so
September.
about 6 months now ish.
Yeah,
give or take.
September. So we're almost. What's crazy is we're only one exam away at college from finishing like the whole first year, the level 2. So it's pretty much, it's been great. Really good.
Were you looking for anyone, Dean, in particular?
I wasn't. I'm a one-man band, and I was quite happy at the time just being a one-man band. I did have a couple of apprentices start and finish, but I was in a position where the college wouldn't let me take someone as an apprenticeship as such, because I don't do enough commercial or industrial. About 90% of my work is domestic, and that is what I stick to really. We do a little bit of commercial, but we don't touch industrial. It's not what we do really, and we're quite happy sticking in the domestic sector. It's something we've got used to, and we know all the sort of tricks and everything.
Yeah.
Even Adam picked up loads of tricks from me.
Honestly, and I would say this to anyone that's like looking to get into the industry: don't just do your college course, because it's not good enough. You need to be out working with someone.
Yes, 100%.
Getting that experience on site in the real world, because it's all good. Like college is great for the theory, but for the practical, you're essentially just model making on the wall, making nice little, and that is useful to develop those skills, but for the real world,
it's not lifting floorboards and chasing through joists and things, is it?
You don't learn that in college. You have to learn that on the job. Adam is doing pretty much the same sort of thing I'd done when I was doing my course.
Same thing.
When I started, I was doing the level 2 and 3, 2365, and I just wanted to get some experience, because I was a adult sort of learner,
like me.
In my 40s. No, 30s. I let that slip. In my
50s.
Yeah, in my 30s ish. I just wanted some experience on site, and I put myself out there for electricians to help them out. I wasn't interested in how much money I was going to earn. Whereas the other kids or the other students in the class, they just wanted to earn money. They didn't care about working for free. I just wanted to work for free. What I ended up doing is I gave my time to these electricians, and they taught me so much. And I didn't work. I worked for free as such, but what they used to do, every now and then they'll say, right, what tools do you need? And they'll go and buy me like tools, drills, whatever. They'll say, pick what you want out of the catalogue, let me know, and they'll order it for me. And that's how I built up my tool kit as well as my experience. So by the time I finished college, I just hit the floor running, and I was flying.
Yeah, we kind of call it it's like a modern apprenticeship, isn't it? So it's not like the traditional, you're going in college with the kids and you're there one day a week and the rest of the time £100 a week or whatever. It's because we're older, I'm 34 years old, I've got a mortgage, I've got kids, I've got responsibilities, but I'm lucky in the fact that I've got other sources of income, and my wife owns her own business as well. So financially I can do this, and I can work with Dean. I'm not getting paid in money, but I don't need that. I'm getting paid in experience and learning. And he does. He buys me some tools and stuff. Yeah. And it's not like cheap rubbish. He buys me like the best. Like Nipex or Weha or the good stuff. And that's how we kind of work, isn't it? Yeah. Just kind of, I know that experience is worth more than any amount of money.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just, and that's kind of it. The whole thing was like, I'll go out, work with Dean, and I will come out of it at the end having that experience. And if I compare myself to guys and girls at college that haven't had the on-site experience, I'm just so far ahead. And that makes you really confident when you are in the classroom.
Yeah. And that's the big thing, isn't it? Confidence. It was with any career, really. If you're confident in your own abilities, from learning from what day-to-day work will throw at you, then there's no price on that, is there?
Yeah, definitely.
It's amazing. And just, that's it. Just going out, doing the jobs.
I was pretty much the same in college. I was so far ahead. When I first started college, because I was an adult learner, I didn't have many qualifications to get on the course. So I think you needed some couple of C's or above, A's. in like maths and English. I didn't have these, but the lecturer that interviewed me is ex-army, and I'm ex-army myself. I wear the veteran badge just there, you can see. And he said to me, "Don't worry about it. I'm going to get you on the course," because he, ex-army, we sort of stick together, sort of thing. And they doubted whether or not I would pass the course, being I say elderly. I keep trying to say elderly. It's not an adult learner. He doubted if I was going to pass the course. Not only did I pass the course, I absolutely smashed it, and I got to the semi-final of the Screwfix Apprentice of the Year a few years ago. I can't remember what year it was. And not only that, but now I'm back at college and I'm teaching the course. So
that's testament to your own willingness, isn't it? If you enjoy doing something that much, then it's inevitable that you're going to progress and take it to that next level. If you're doing a job that you're just there to, get your paycheck or whatever, you're not going to put that effort into to get to that next level, are you? But if you're doing a career you enjoy, then it's just going to naturally progress from there.
I say to my learners now, I say, you can have the best tutors, the best books, the best lessons ever, but the one person that can help you most is yourself. Mm-hmm. If you want to pass the course, guess what? You're going to pass it. You're going to put in the amount of hours you need to pass it. You're going to do whatever it takes, whether it means you're watching videos over and over again. Yeah. I had to, I still don't remember everything. If I've got a lesson that I've not done for a while in the college, I have to revise myself before I teach it. But yeah, the one person that can help you the most is yourself.
It's the same as at college at the moment. When we had Science and Principles exam 2 weeks ago, and I got 95%, and everyone on the course was like, "How did you get that?" I was like, "Well, because I study it every day." Mm-hmm. Like to the point where my wife is sick of me because I'm literally in the room at the desk just doing practice questions and reading the books and watching videos from Gaz or Joe Robinson. Yeah. And that's how I got 95%, because I'm putting the time in, and I know that because I've seen the journey that Dean's been on as an adult as well, and where he is now. And you have to work hard. Yes, you have to, and I can't emphasise that enough. But I think being older, you've got more desire because you've had a bit of experience in life. You're kind of thinking, as opposed to being 16, 17, and all you want to do is mess about with your mates, isn't it, and go out. And when you get older, you realise, actually, I could really make something of this.
Yeah. And I think me, when I was a kid, I just messed about. I wish I'd done this when I was 16. So I messed about in college. I was like these students we've got now. So this is me doing it sort of 20 years later, if you like.
Yeah. I think when we get, a little bit older, when you're not, 18 and mucking about and, doing all that kind of thing, you have a better understanding of what you want in life, what makes you happy, what drives you. And not saying younger kids don't have that, because I imagine there's probably some there with the head screwed on. But I think when you get to our age, I say our age, I don't know, you have a bit of a better perspective, don't you?
Yeah.
100%. But with the YouTube, it was just kind of, how did we get into that? Like I can remember we were on the job, weren't we? That Molten Rewire, and you were like, because we've always watched YouTube and electricians. Like
we're massive fans of the
Gaz and Joe,
John Thomas Margie, everyone. Yeah, we've watched them as long as they've been going, and we're massive fans of them. And Adam was, I'll be honest with you, Adam was twisting my arms for ages, because I was always really worried about putting my work on YouTube and having it criticised. I was like, I weren't ready to be criticised. But then I think one day we just thought, you know what? We know we're good. We know that we're getting massive good feedback from customers. Mm-hmm. So our work, it's good. It's all right. We're not going to be perfect every time. Sometimes we're going to get things wrong. We're not going to walk around with a regs book up our backside.
Yeah,
we make mistakes. With one thing on our channel, and I'm quite keen on this, is to show the mistakes we make as well. A lot of people won't show that; they'll just show the polished version. Yeah. But ours, I'm happy to put mistakes on, how we get around it, how we fix that mistake. Because you know what? everyone's going to make mistakes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I remember when you did my downloads, you drilled through a water pipe, didn't you?
Yeah.
So like, that's what I mean. He was running around like energy. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's cool. Don't worry about it. And that,
Cork it. Just a bit of cork, that'll do.
Yeah, it's fine.
That was it.
But you know, we're saying about that, and I think, you know, I've always been of the opinion of whatever you do in life, you're always going to get some haters. And I said to Dean, I was like, look, if we do a YouTube, you're going to get people that hate on it, and that's fine. That doesn't matter, because that's their opinion, and they're allowed their opinion, and it's how you deal with it mentally. If you don't care, and they've got a bit of a thick skin, we laugh, don't we? At some of the comments we get.
Some of them
encourages us
so
more.
pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah, but it encourages us more to just have a laugh, make a joke, take the mickey out of it on a future video, and I don't know, we just be ourselves, don't we? We're not trying to be like anyone else. And I remember it clearly. It was that Molten rewrite. You're like, right, stuff it. I'm going to buy a GoPro, and you bought it, didn't you?
Yeah.
And literally the next couple of days we were filming, and we built up a pipeline of about 7 videos, and then released them. So we had a catalog, didn't we?
So we
Got
don't,
advice from Kaz on that.
as or many YouTubers, they post out weekly as they're doing it. We wanted to, and we still do. We've got about 7 to 10 videos in the pipeline. So it takes about 3 or 4 weeks from us filming the video to it being live.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be occasions where we can't film in customers' houses, or it might have a couple of weeks even, or where you're doing the same job over and over again, like ERCRs we've all done for God knows how long. But so we build up a catalogue, and then we just hit the road. And then it took a while, didn't it? Our first subscriber was family and friends. You know, but
I was the first.
That's nothing.
He set up the account, and then I was the first. And
Get your multiple email addresses, liking them as well. We've all done that. We've all been there.
Our first proper YouTube subscriber is Richard Arblaster. Everyone knows him. He's across hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
We had Richard on the show talking about he was looking to retrain as an electrician. So it'd be nice to catch up with him soon, see if he's progressing with that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
He's a good guy. And the second one was Math Man.
All the way in America.
Yeah, he used to live in the UK, moved over there, didn't he?
Yeah, so he was an electrician, and he just moved over. And then it just pooed along gradually.
Views,
and then we had one video, and it just exploded.
Well, it was probably just before that it started to get a bit of momentum. I think it's the algorithm with YouTube started picking it up, and we did a video with Kimmy the Sparks, and that got quite good. That started trickling, didn't it? So we thought, we're getting quite a few views. And then the next video we released, I don't know if you've seen it, we call it our Delroy EICR video, where we've got the sound bites from Delroy
Spark.
And that just went bang, didn't it? And I think it's got like 28, it's about a bit thousand views.
It's about 28,000 views, and it just exploded literally overnight.
It was like, whoa! And then from there we get a couple of thousand within a day, don't we? But we just knew, like we when we do a video, we think, this will make a good video. And that house we were in, it was just a disaster. And we was like, this is going to be a good video, but we didn't think it'd be that good. I said to you yesterday, didn't I? I was like, I knew it would be good, but I didn't think it'd be that good.
Yeah,
and it just went.
Do you think of how, like you're saying, you're not trying to be anything you're not. You're showing your mistakes. Do you think that, side of just showing how genuine you are is what is attracting people? Because I think if you're watching a video and you're seeing something, you clued up that then someone's not being who they are, if I'm making sense. But when you're seeing lads like yourselves who are just getting on with it, enjoying it, showing things for what it is, I think you relate to it a bit more, don't you?
Yeah, sure. We just film just because we're just having a laugh. As you can see, we just we work. Don't get me wrong. We do a good job, but we like to have a laugh all day long, don't we? We just take the mick out of each other.
Yeah. It's literally bantering, aren't we?
Someone's called us Laurel and Hardy. It's like really, yeah.
It's just
We just have a laugh.
just
don't we?
being ourselves. Like we'll just go off the cuff with stuff. Like nothing is ever planned.
No,
We'll just be, things will happen throughout the day, and we'll just start filming it, won't we? And be like,
Yeah.
oh, that. We just do it, don't we?
and if you do a YouTube video and you're fake, then it
Yeah,
won't be
you get
long.
caught
People
out.
are going to unravel you.
Yeah.
And it's not who I am. I don't want it to be fake. I want it to just show me. If people like it, then they like it. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah, yeah. We never did it to be like, oh, let's be really famous or
No.
anything like that. We just
Okay.
did it because we thought it'd be funny, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like to see if anyone
And-
actually watched it.
And I said, I don't care, even if we don't get any views.
Yeah.
I'm happy just to watch the videos we've been doing and just put it out there. And if,
Yeah.
if it gets us somewhere, then it does. I'm not, and because we've got such a gap between the filming and the video going out, we watch the video just before it goes out or when it's released, and we're like, oh, I forgot about that. Do you remember that?
It's been a
And
few
it's-
weeks, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we'll sit there sometimes and we'll edit it, we'll watch it, and then we'll forget about it, and then it'll be 3 weeks later.
Mm.
And it will be released, and then we'll log on and we'll watch it again. Oh yeah, that
Oh, that
happened.
happened.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh yeah, I remember that job. That was funny, and yeah, just kind of
just gone from there.
ourselves, aren't we? And I think we just want to show like the real side of working, don't
And
we?
also, we throw in a bit of training for the students as well and the apprentices. Bit of the on-site guide. How do you find out if this is in the bathroom zone, and what we show how you find the information out, doing the calculations.
Yeah.
So a little bit for everyone, really.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
kind of as well. So as I've been going through college and doing things at college, like with the calcs and stuff, like you're finding your power, your current, your voltage, or whatever. We'd bring that into the on site, wouldn't we? And I'd be like, right, let's calculate it. And that wouldn't just help me, but it helps people also that are at college and that are doing those science exams or whatever. So we just like to bring it to life a little bit, don't we?
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than watching a video and going, how did they do that? I missed
Yeah.
that. But you want to know, like step by step. Well, now they've done that and they use that tool to do that. Oh, okay, yeah, and it looks like that on the back. Okay, yeah, mine looks like that as well.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
What we're not keen on is just seeing, right, we're going to do a consumer unit and it cuts and then it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, okay, well, what about, because we know, don't we, from being on site, there you can get into all sorts of disasters or things springing up, and that's the reality, isn't it? And we film it. And one of the funniest moments I remember was when we were doing the downlights in Spratton, and you were widening the holes, and we were doing an example. And it just went, and then just dust came everywhere. It just messed it up. But we kept it in because it was funny.
And we showed how do you patch that up.
Yeah.
Adam, you've mentioned that you were lucky that you've got your missus who's got a business who's been able to help support you while you're going through your training. What about you though, Dean? Because you said as well that you retrained later on in your career. So did you have to have any kind of financial buffer to do that?
I was in a position where I became disabled due to my military experience. I got because I served in Iraq in 2003 with the army. Because of that, I got medically discharged from the army, and that has stayed with me. My disability has stayed, and it's PTSD. I'll put it out there. I'm quite open about that. I will, if someone wants me to do a video on that, I'll quite happy to do it. Yeah, so I had this disability. It caused a lot of problems with sleeping, things like that. When I come out of the army, I continued my job as a lorry driver. Then I had problems sleeping. With PTSD, it comes back every now and then. If you get really stressed out or have like about 6 months worth of rubbish, you can get quite bad on it. Luckily, I wasn't too bad, but I know some people are. But my main thing was I wasn't sleeping, so I couldn't do my job as a lorry driver anymore because it's dangerous being on the road.
Yeah.
I had to go down getting the PIP and the ESA and all benefits basically. And then from then is when I thought, I could stay like this for the rest of my life, or I could actually do something about it. So that's when I got an electrical course by mistake. And this is why. I took my daughter to college to have a look around, see what was there. And then later on that night, I was looking through the prospectus. I looked online at different courses and I thought, what can I do that I can sort of make something in my life for the rest of my life? And then I thought, yeah, let's see if I can be an electrician. It looked all right. And, you know, this is with an adult head on now. I think, yeah, I could do this. I'd had a couple of drinks and I applied. Next day, they replied, yeah, come in for your interview and blah, blah. Next thing I know, I'm on the course. And it's from there, I've done the course, 2-year course, 2365 level 2 and 3. So I've done the course, and whilst I'm working with other people, as I just said, and then at the end of that course, I carried on working with other people, get my experience up a little bit more, and then I registered for the CPS, for my CPS, yeah, Competent Person Scheme. This is what I mean. I keep forgetting things.
Pass me the what? Pass me what?
Screwdriver? Adam, shut up.
Is he sacked again now? Twice today, isn't it?
Yes, twice now.
So I applied for the CPS scheme myself. You had to have experience and then get references from who you've been working for. And the people I've been working for, some of them have been really good and some have been really bad, not electricians. I found out afterwards that with a bit of experience, they're not actually electricians. One guy I went out with, we went out to a job to fit some downlights. I got this job myself, and I asked him, because he had a bit more experience, I was just not keen on going out on my own 100% yet. So I just needed a bit of confidence, really. And this guy, he literally put a jab saw into the ceiling, cut the downlights out. He showed me how to cut all the earths back, say, yeah, you don't need them, don't worry about that. And then after speaking to a couple of other electricians, I'm like, this guy, it don't seem right. And another guy said to me, another mate of mine said to me, no, he don't do anything with him. He does not have a clue. He's one of these guys who goes around Northampton and he bodges up everything. I've seen some of the work he's done. I've been to some of the jobs afterwards, and it's dodgy. And then on the flip side, I've been to jobs where there's been really good guys. It's just literally going out with different electricians, finding different hints and tips. And then I got into CPS, and you know, from there I worked for myself. Yeah. It was slow. It was slow going at first. I might only have 1 or 2 jobs a week. It was quite slow.
That's like when you first met me, wasn't
it? But
it's all progression, though, isn't it?
Kept you eating, didn't I?
And I was on my builder, you know. But after a little while, the work became self-sufficient. After I got quite a few reviews and returning customers, and they told their friends and blah blah blah. And now,
crazy.
Our books are just crazy. I could split myself in 2, and I could still work 7 days a week. There's so much work there, and I'm getting about 4 phone calls a day for work. I just cannot keep up with it. So
yeah, that's what you want, though, isn't it? And I find word of mouth in the trade is one of the best things. You know what it's like if you get a good plastering, for example, and you know he's done a good job at a good rate and everything like that. You're going to tell your friends about him. They're going to use him. You know, your in-laws are going to use him, or whoever, and I think that's a good way of getting it round, isn't it?
Word of mouth can work good or bad. If you're good, it's going to work good. If you're bad, then it's going to work the other way. And we've had 99% of our work has been positive results. Occasionally, very, very rarely, you will get your customer that no matter what you do, you cannot win. And that's just life. We all get them.
Yeah, but that's rare, isn't it?
That's very rare.
Really rare that you get anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just thinking it. So yeah, both had quite similar journeys, haven't we? Yeah. Really. But yeah, we're talking about all the mental health and stuff. I've suffered with mental health before as well, and it kind of clicked as well, didn't we? With that, I think. Yeah.
I wanted to ask actually, while we're on the subject of that, have you found that since coming to getting started into this industry, where you're doing quite a productive and physically active job, do you find that's increased your mental health, made it better?
So much better. So, like, honestly, I night and day difference. I didn't realise how stressed I was until, I kind of backed away.
Yeah.
And my previous kind of life was in financial services, and I'd never, I went to university and I did design and technology. I was in a workshop making stuff, designing stuff. I mean, it was only when I graduated in 2009 and all the credit crash, and there was no jobs in design unless you moved to China, which I can't speak Mandarin, so it wasn't ever going to happen. So I didn't do anything for a while, and I just kind of went around Greece and Tenerife and did a bit of DJing with friends and messing about. And then I came back probably, I think it was about 2011. So I had about, that time just kind of messing about. And I came back and I got, they were just looking for graduates, and it was a job at Santander, and it was paying X amount a day. And I thought, that sounds good. I'll just do that, because there was no other job, and I just got stuck in it for since then until now, and I was never quite happy because it wasn't what I enjoyed doing. I liked making things, I liked designing, and I think this, and I said to Dean, this job is kind of brings my love of that back as well. I love doing jobs where we're getting, I did that mirror this morning, a nice illuminated mirror, and I love the design and the finish, and I think, that's brilliant. And because I've been so used to like having a product, an outcome, this is what it looks like, job done, not, I'm terrible at meetings and all the office politics and all of that. I hate all that, and I was never passionate about it, but my mental health has improved massively getting away from it, like 100%.
The reason I ask, I mean, we've done an episode before about mental health, and as you guys probably know, there's no simple fix, there's no, this is how it will be solved. But one thing I have read, which there seems to be a bit of backing about, is doing something where you're physically active and you're physically seeing something productive at the end of your day that you've accomplished is triggering some kind of, thing in our brains to make us feel some kind of accomplishment, and there's a reward to that, and it's only going to have a knock-on effect.
That, and I think you've hit the nail on the head there. It is seeing an end result where you feel an accomplishment, because when you're in the other industry, like, finance or whatever, you never see an outcome. There's nothing tangible there.
No.
And that's what messed my head up, because I'm dyslexic as well. And I've never met so many dyslexic people until I got into this industry. And it's the way of thinking. I think it was a Monday Club, wasn't it, that they were talking about it a couple of weeks ago. Nick Bundy and Gaz are both dyslexic as well, and I thought, wow, okay, I'm not alone. And I remember when I was at uni, there was loads of dyslexic people on my course, and I think it's like, I feel now I've found my place. I feel like, good, much better.
That's if Dean doesn't sack you again tomorrow, or
that's it. I'll be going to the CPS people myself when I next year.
No chance. I ain't giving you a reference.
Let's talk about your branding. So you've got the Dr. Electric. So how did that come about?
Towards the end of my electrical course, I went on a course for business startups for veterans, run by a charity called X Forces. That's X and then Forces. And they run you through starting up a business, everything you need to know, your tax, your accounting, your how to promote yourself, things like that. And they said, get a load of things, write what they call brainstorming, write a load of things on a bit of paper, what you want your company to represent, and then try and work out what the company name is. So I was like reliability, trustworthy, good reputation, things like that. And I just come up with a word which encompasses all them, is a doctor. Like,
unless it's Harold Shipman.
Yeah, unless it's grow up, Adam. So
I'm just walking him up.
So
this is what we're doing all day.
My show, not yours.
My name's on the van.
It's a doctor on the van, not a nurse. Right. So So yeah, I thought doctor, and then I want something to say like what we do electric. So firstly, I wanted electrical doctor, but that name had already been taken and registered as a trademark. So then I went with Dr. Electric, checked out the trademarks, it was okay, and I registered a trademark, which they advised me to do. And yeah, I'm happy with that. And then same time, I wanted some sort of logo. I didn't know. I like the doctor, like the cross of the medical services or whatever you call it, and then a light bulb with a big thumbs up, and you can see.
There we go.
So
on the mug as well.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, could have done that. I didn't even think about doing that.
Yeah.
I just went with that, and we've had really good feedback about it, and also the colour. I wanted red as a colour, but there's a massive science behind colours, and red means danger. So probably wasn't a good idea. So I went with green, and green is like go safety, So
it looks cool as well.
it looks all right.
Yeah.
The uniform we designed, and
Yeah.
name of the back.
Yeah. No, it's good though because you remember it. It stands out.
Exactly.
And we're hopefully doing a video on here on SGTV soon about branding yourself. But like you've got there, it's a memorable name and logo and colour, and that's what does it. That's what brings you the customers and makes you stand out.
The scenario I wanted was I wanted to drive my van past someone and they'll be able to pick out the name just like that. If I put Dean Griffin Electrical Services, they're not going to remember that. If it's Dr. Electric, they're going to remember that. And we get a lot of work from seeing the van, seeing the logo, and it sticks in people's minds. They remember us.
Yeah.
So it works.
Before we finish this video, I just want to ask. So we've covered about how you guys got started. So what's next for Dr. Electric and the YouTube channel you've got going?
Who knows? We're just riding this wave of whatever. As I say, we don't plan it. We haven't got any plans for the video.
No, it's just whatever happens that day. I think we like to make content people enjoy watching. That's all it is, isn't it? It's
what we would like, if you're watching, is things like sponsorship, discount codes, things like that. Yeah. So if anyone got any sponsorship ideas, they can let us know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely. So for anyone on our channel watching this video who don't already know you guys, where can they find you?
Search us up on YouTube. Just do a search
Instagram.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Just search for Dr. Electric and you will find us on there. Our YouTube name is Dr. Electric YouTube, one word.
Instagram, your Instagram is Dr. Electric YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah. If you
Electric,
just search for Dr. Electric, you'll find everything you need to know. If anyone wants your work done, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Good rates. No, so
yeah.
So
for £1,000 a day.
Just let us know. No, we ain't that expensive.
Yeah.
Going forward for the next few months, we'd love to go to a trade show, meet some of the other fans and the other
YouTubers as well.
Other YouTubers, yeah. There's one in Coventry soon. We're going
September, hopefully, I think.
Hopefully, we're going to go to that in September.
I would just add something that we do talk about quite a bit. It's just jogged my memory there. We'd like to do more collaboration stuff like we did with Kimmy. We've got one in the pipeline, potentially. Yeah, that's going, but it's taking a bit longer than what we've wanted. But yeah, if there's anyone, we always joke, don't we? We'd love to do a video with Nick. We'd love to.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's a good guy, Nick is. We've recently gone up there and done some filming with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Or Daryl the Spark.
Yeah, Daryl, we love
him.
As you can tell, if you watch the channel, we're massive fans of Daryl the Spark. Yeah. We're just YouTube fans. We love all of them.
Dave
Savory. Yeah.
They're all great, aren't they? I don't think I could name a bad one out of all of them. Any of them, they're all great. All the ones we've had on the show so far, and hopefully more to come. Every single one, it's been an absolute pleasure to have them on, and it's been a laugh as well, which is good.
Yeah,
that's it, isn't it? Just carry on making content for us to enjoy and for people to enjoy. Because it's just what it's about, isn't it? Making good content.
Well, we've got some more videos of you guys coming up as well. So anyone out there watching, make sure you head on over to the Dr. Electrical YouTube, Insta, all them. You'll find some interesting videos, some funny ones. Hopefully you'll learn something as well. So I do highly recommend you go over to watch them. So
Got learn of the day.
Yeah, learn of the day is one of our
little
subjects. So,
What have you
All
learned?
right then.
I want to thank you guys for coming on, and thank you guys out there for watching. And as I mentioned before, there'll be more to come from myself and Dean and Adam at Dr. Electric. So please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button below, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.